Last week, we drew our 1-point perspective shapes and added black and white line patterns to all of the squares and rectangles. This week, we're going to be coloring the sides of our shapes to create some nice color contrast with our black and white. So for this part, the best tool will be colored pencils. You could use crayons or even markers if you don't have color pencils, but color pencils are going to be ideal. So I want to find for each of my sides some analogous colors. And we talked about this last time. Analogous colors are going to be colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So for example, here I've got green, I've got blue-green, and I've got blue. These colors are all similar because they share the same primary colors. So I'm going to use my pencils to create kind of a gradient. So I'm going to fade from one color to the next, and I'll start on the shape here. It doesn't matter which color you start with, but you'll want to go in order, the same order as the color wheel. And I'm actually not going to change values. I'm just going to change colors. So I'm going to start with a really dark value. I'm going to make my colors really bright by pressing over my pencil. And I'm going to color about 1/3 of the way down since I have 3 colors. And you'll notice that I'm coloring kind of a chunk of this, but leaving the edge parallel to the edge of my rectangle or square shape at the top. So these lines will be diagonal where I stop, just like this diagonal line on the edge of my shape. Now I'm going to switch to my middle color. So I'm fading from green to blue-green. And when I put the middle color in there, I'm going to, again, color about 1/3, but I'm overlapping my green and blue-green where they touch to try to blend those two colors together. And then my final color, my blue, will go all the way to the bottom. And again, I'm overlapping where they touch to blend those two colors together. Now that gives me a really nice pop of color. Now for my next shape, I'm going to use completely different colors. So I think I'll do red, orange, and orange for this next color, or this next shape. Now you can experiment with different color combinations too. I'm going to start with my orange. And again, I'm going to color from the edge of my square or rectangle about 1/3 of the way down. And I'm coloring nice and dark. Really dark value. And you don't necessarily have to make your sides match. You could do one side with 3 colors and another side with a different 3 colors. That could be a cool way to experiment with your colors. Remember, when you add the next color in, you're going in order. So I went from orange to red orange. And I'm blending where they touch. So I want those colors to blend. I don't want to have like a hard stripe there. I want them to blend. And then last, I'm adding my red, which I will blend with my red-orange. It creates a really cool gradient of colors. And I'm going to continue all the way around until all of my sides are colored. I can't wait to see your finished project, and make sure you post it when you're finished.